The drama between Zell and Saucy Santana has taken an explosive turn as Zell revealed receipts, proving that Spice's claims were in fact accurate. For weeks, fans had been speculating about the tension, trying to decipher who was telling the truth and who was exaggerating. The arrival of concrete evidence has turned the tables completely, confirming what many suspected but few dared to say aloud. Social media erupted with reactions, debates, and viral clips dissecting every detail, proving that the feud isn't just personal, it's a full-blown public spectacle. Spice, known for her fearless honesty and bold personality, had previously been accused of exaggeration or fabricating stories. Zell's recent revelation changed everything, validating her claims and putting Saucy Santana in a position where he could no longer deny or deflect. Fans flooded online platforms with opinions, analyzing the receipts, questioning motives, and predicting how Saucy would respond. The energy surrounding the situation is palpable, with both supporters and skeptics weighing in on the ongoing drama for Saucy Santana. The stakes are higher than ever. The public exposure of Zell's evidence forces him to navigate not only personal accountability but also public perception. Every response, gesture, or post will be scrutinized, adding pressure to handle the situation carefully. Meanwhile, Zell has emerged as a decisive player, demonstrating that proof and timing can dramatically shift the narrative and influence the course of events. The revelation has set the stage for a heated confrontation, emotional reckonings, an ongoing debate that will dominate headlines, social media, and conversations among fans. The tension between Zell and Saucy Santana had been building for weeks, simmering beneath the surface with subtle jabs, social media posts, and whispered accusations. Fans of the show and observers online had been trying to piece together the truth, speculating about the nature of the conflict and questioning who was being honest. Spice, in particular, had become the center of attention, as her claims regarding Saucy Santana were repeatedly dismissed or challenged. Many accused her of exaggeration or fabricating details, which only fueled the drama and kept viewers invested. Everything changed the moment Zell stepped forward with receipts. The evidence, reportedly in the form of messages, screenshots, or other documented proof, confirmed that Spice had not been lying. For the first time, fans and cast members alike had concrete validation, which immediately shifted the narrative. Social media exploded with reactions as viewers dissected the receipts, speculated about Saucy Santana's next moves, and praised Zell for providing proof that could no longer be ignored. The impact of these receipts was far-reaching, validating past claims and reshaping how both the public and the cast perceived the situation. Behind the scenes, the atmosphere was charged. Cast members who had previously been hesitant to take sides began to voice opinions. Alliances shifted and tensions escalated as the receipts came to light. Some expressed surprise at the accuracy of Spice's claims, while others questioned Saucy Santana's judgment and credibility. Crew members reported that filming had become tense, with conversations frequently veering into debates over the authenticity of the receipts and the implications for ongoing relationships. Every reaction, from a subtle glance to a direct confrontation, became magnified under the weight of the revelation. Saucy Santana, reportedly caught off guard by Zell's disclosure, had to quickly reassess his strategy. Friends close to him confirmed that he spent hours deliberating how to respond. Aware that public perception was now largely against him, every comment, social media post, and public appearance was scrutinized, making it clear that the evidence presented by Zell had fundamentally changed the playing field. Observers noted that his usual confidence was tempered by caution, as the validation of Spice's claims left little room for denial or deflection. The nature of the receipts added another layer of complexity. Sources suggest they were detailed and direct, leaving minimal ambiguity regarding the accuracy of Spice's claims. The specificity and timing of the evidence made it difficult for Saucy Santana to argue against, intensifying the pressure on him and highlighting the strategic advantage Zell had gained by bringing the receipts forward. For viewers, this level of clarity created a new sense of drama, As the tension between personal accountability and public perception came to the forefront, fans quickly took to social media to analyze every detail of the receipts. Conversations ranged from admiration for Zell's decisiveness to criticism of Saucy Santana's actions. Clips of reactions, breakdowns of messages, and commentary from influencers amplified the drama, ensuring that the story reached a broader audience and maintained high levels of engagement. Memes, hashtags, and discussion threads proliferated, making the feud a central topic across multiple platforms. The public discourse underscored how proof, when introduced strategically, can dramatically alter both perception and narrative. Within the cast, the revelation prompted a mixture of emotions. Some members expressed frustration at Saucy Santana, citing a pattern of behavior now substantiated by the receipts. Others praised Zell for taking a stand and ensuring that the truth was clear. The emotional responses ranged from shock and disbelief to validation and vindication. As the evidence forced everyone to confront a reality that had previously been clouded by rumor and speculation, conversations on set often turned intense, with debates about loyalty, honesty, and accountability dominating discussions. The timing of Zell's disclosure was crucial. Sources suggest that he waited until public interest had peaked, maximizing the impact of the revelation. By providing evidence at the right moment, he ensured that the story would dominate conversations both on and off camera. Observers noted that this move demonstrated strategic thinking, as the release of the receipts not only validated Spice's claims, but also positioned Zell as a key influencer within the social dynamics of the cast. Saucy Santana's response became a focal point for ongoing speculation. Advisors and close friends encouraged him to remain measured, emphasizing that any aggressive or defensive reaction could further damage his credibility, while some believed he could still salvage his public image. The validation of Spice's claims had undeniably shifted power and perception. Every public interaction became a test of composure, with fans closely watching for signs of acknowledgement, remorse, or further denial. Meanwhile, Spice herself experienced a mix of vindication and renewed attention. Her claims, previously dismissed or doubted, were now validated, positioning her as a credible and influential voice in the ongoing narrative. Fans praised her for speaking out, and the confirmation through Zell's receipts strengthened her standing within the cast and the broader audience. This newfound validation also intensified scrutiny, as every action and statement she made was now seen through the lens of her earlier claims and the evidence that supported them. The broader implications of the revelation extended beyond personal relationships. Crew members and production staff had to adjust filming schedules and prepare for potential confrontations, ensuring that the heightened emotions did not escalate into unmanageable conflict. Discussions about how to integrate the evidence into the storyline were ongoing, as producers balanced the need for dramatic engagement with the responsibility to maintain safety and decorum on set. Every decision was influenced by the public reaction and the intensity of the controversy, highlighting how a single revelation can ripple through multiple layers of production and social interaction. Legal and privacy considerations were also at play. While the receipts were legally in Zell's possession, the potential for disputes, defamation claims, or contractual issues remained. Advisors worked to ensure that any public disclosures did not cross legal boundaries, protecting both the individuals involved and the integrity of the production. Despite these considerations, the strategic impact of revealing the receipts outweighed potential risks, creating a dramatic moment that shifted the trajectory of the narrative and cast relationships. As Part 1 comes to a close, it is clear that Zell's decision to drop receipts confirming Spice's claims has fundamentally altered the landscape. The validation of previously doubted statements has shifted power dynamics, reshaped perceptions, and created an environment of tension, strategy, and heightened emotion. The stage is set for confrontations, responses, and continued drama that will dominate both the show and social media. The revelation of Zell's receipts, confirming Spice's claims, sent shockwaves through the cast and the fanbase. further escalating tensions and forcing everyone involved to reconsider their positions. As the news circulated, the dynamics on set shifted dramatically. Conversations that were once casual or subdued now carried an undercurrent of intensity, with cast members adjusting their interactions based on new information. Alliances began to shift, and those who had previously remained neutral found themselves pulled into heated debates. Saucy Santana faced an unprecedented level of scrutiny. Friends close to him reported that he was grappling with frustration, embarrassment, and the realization that the public now viewed him in a different light. Every word he spoke and every social media post was analyzed for signs of acknowledgement, defensiveness, or denial. Even minor gestures, like subtle changes in body language or tone, were magnified under the public eye. The validation of Spice's claims through Zell's receipts left him with limited room for maneuver, forcing a more calculated approach to interactions and public appearances. Spice, on the other hand, experienced a mix of vindication and newfound attention. The confirmation of her claims reinforced her credibility and influence within the cast. Fans praised her honesty and bravery, recognizing that her willingness to speak out had not only exposed the truth, but also set a precedent for accountability within the group. While the validation was empowering, it also intensified scrutiny. Every statement she made, every move she executed, and every interaction with cast members was now viewed through the lens of the controversy, raising the stakes for her behavior both on and off camera. Zell's strategic timing and delivery of the receipts demonstrated a keen understanding of influence and power dynamics. By waiting until tension and curiosity had reached a peak, he ensured that the evidence would have maximum impact. His role in the unfolding drama solidified his position as a decisive player, one capable of shifting narratives and influencing the social hierarchy of the cast. Crew members reported that his calculated approach created both respect and apprehension, as everyone realized the weight of his actions and the consequences for those involved. The impact of the receipts extended beyond interpersonal relationships. Social media discussions exploded, with fans analyzing every screenshot, message, and detail. Clips of reactions, commentary from influencers, and online debates ensured that the controversy remained at the forefront of public conversation. Memes and hashtags proliferated, generating even more engagement and drawing attention to the show. The power of verified evidence in shaping public perception became clear, illustrating how the revelation of facts can transform speculation into a fully fledged narrative within the cast. Emotions ran high. Some members expressed outrage at Saucy Santana, questioning his integrity and judgment. Others sympathized with the difficult position he now found himself in, understanding that personal mistakes can quickly become public crises. Conversations on set were heated, with discussions about loyalty, trust, and accountability dominating interactions. The receipts acted as a catalyst, igniting underlying tensions that had previously been dormant and bringing hidden frustrations to the surface. The production team faced its own challenges in managing the fallout. Crew members coordinated with cast members to schedule filming, mediate conflicts, and ensure that heightened emotions did not spiral into disruptive confrontations. Decisions about how to incorporate the receipts into episodes were complex, as producers sought to balance dramatic engagement with the safety and well-being of the cast. Every choice required careful consideration, from scene order to dialogue framing, to maximize narrative impact while maintaining control over potentially volatile situations. Legal considerations added another layer of complexity. Advisors reminded Zell and the production team about potential privacy concerns, defamation risks, and contractual obligations. While the receipts were legally obtained, public distribution could provoke disputes or backlash. Despite these challenges, the strategic advantage of releasing the evidence outweighed the potential risks, as the validation of Spice's claims had created a pivotal moment in the ongoing drama. Saucy Santana's response strategy became a focal point of attention. Friends and advisors encouraged him to remain composed, emphasizing that any defensive or reactive behavior could exacerbate the situation. Public perception had shifted dramatically, and every statement would be interpreted through the lens of the confirmed evidence. The pressure to respond thoughtfully underscored the intensity of the situation and the influence of verified proof in shaping social and professional dynamics. As fans continue to engage online, speculation about future confrontations and reactions intensified. The receipts had not only confirmed Spice's claims, but also opened the door for further drama. As cast members and viewers anticipated responses, apologies, or additional revelations, every conversation, clip, and social media post became part of a larger narrative, illustrating the interconnected nature of personal actions, public scrutiny, and media engagement. The personal toll on those involved was significant. Saucy Santana struggled with the dual pressures of public judgment and interpersonal conflict, while Spice balanced the empowerment of vindication with the weight of increased attention. Zell, though in a position of strategic advantage, navigated the responsibility of influencing the narrative and managing potential repercussions. The emotional intensity of the situation highlighted how quickly personal conflicts can escalate when amplified by public exposure and verified evidence. As Part 2 concludes, the impact of Zell dropping the receipts is undeniable. Relationships within the cast have shifted. Public discourse is dominated by analysis and debate, and the emotional stakes for all involved have reached new heights. The validation of Spice's claims has created a turning point, ensuring that subsequent confrontations, discussions, and decisions will carry added weight and influence the drama surrounding. Zell's revelation continued to escalate as the days unfolded. With the receipts confirming Spice's claims now public, the entire dynamic between the cast, Saucy Santana, and the fanbase shifted. Conversations that had once been casual or private became high-stakes interactions, with every action and word scrutinized for meaning and intent. The tension was palpable, both on and off camera, as the cast navigated a new landscape defined by accountability, perception, and strategic maneuvering. Saucy Santana faced immense pressure to respond effectively. Friends close to him reported that he spent countless hours analyzing the potential impact of his words and actions. The validation of Spice's claims had removed the possibility of simple denial, leaving him to carefully consider how to maintain credibility while managing his public image. Every statement, post, and public appearance was now subject to interpretation, and even minor gestures were analyzed for signs of acknowledgement, defensiveness, or remorse. The receipts had created a situation where perception was as critical as reality, demanding careful navigation. For Spice, the confirmation of her claims was both empowering and emotionally taxing. On one hand, she received validation, proving that her perspective had been accurate all along. On the other hand, the public scrutiny intensified. Every decision she made, every interaction with cast members, and every public statement was now under a microscope. Friends and insiders reported that while she relished the vindication, the constant attention required careful management of both emotions and strategy. Her ability to remain composed while asserting her position became a critical factor in how the situation continued to unfold. Zell's role in the saga became increasingly central. By providing verified proof, he not only validated Spice's claims but also established himself as a key influencer in the ongoing drama. Crew members noted that his strategic timing and presentation of the receipts demonstrated a clear understanding of social dynamics and influence. By controlling the narrative, he ensured that the focus remained on both the validity of the claims and the consequences for Saucy Santana, shifting the balance of power within the cast and among the audience. The production team faced unique challenges as the fallout unfolded. With tensions running high, careful management of filming schedules and on-set interactions became essential. Crew members were tasked with mediating conflicts, anticipating confrontations, and ensuring that emotional intensity did not escalate into physical or verbal altercations. The receipts revelation had fundamentally altered the rhythm of the show, requiring adaptations to storylines, shooting schedules, and narrative emphasis. Every decision was influenced by both cast behavior and public reaction, highlighting the delicate balance between entertainment and real-life consequences. Social media remained a focal point, amplifying every reaction and shaping public perception. Fans meticulously analyzed the receipts, debated Saucy Santana's response, and speculated about potential confrontations or apologies. Influencers and commentators further fueled discussions, breaking down the evidence, providing context, and predicting how events might unfold. The online discourse transformed the controversy into a cultural talking point, demonstrating the powerful role of social media in magnifying drama and influencing narrative perception within the cast. Relationships were tested in unprecedented ways. Some members expressed frustration or disapproval towards Saucy Santana, citing patterns of behavior now substantiated by evidence. Others sympathized with the challenges he faced, understanding the difficulty of managing personal mistakes in a public arena. Loyalties were questioned, alliances shifted, and interactions became increasingly charged with underlying tension. Even those previously uninvolved found themselves pulled into discussions, forced to navigate the ripple effects of Zell's revelation. Legal and privacy considerations also played a role behind the scenes. Advisors reminded cast members and production staff about potential implications related to the public disclosure of messages, contracts, and interpersonal content. While the receipts were legally obtained and relevant to the narrative, distributing them publicly carried risks, including defamation claims or privacy challenges. Despite these considerations, the dramatic and strategic value of confirming Spice's claims outweighed potential risks, cementing the moment as a pivotal turning point in the unfolding story. The emotional impact on Saucy Santana was evident. Observers noted signs of stress, frustration, and attempts at strategic composure, as he sought to navigate both the social and public consequences of the receipts. Each interaction with cast members, whether confrontational or conciliatory, was magnified under scrutiny. His ability to address the situation thoughtfully would determine not only his personal credibility but also the dynamics of ongoing relationships within the cast. Spice continued to capitalize on her validated position, balancing her empowerment with the responsibilities that came from being at the center of attention. Her interactions with Zell, Saucy Santana, and other cast members were measured and intentional, reflecting a clear awareness of the stakes involved. By maintaining composure and leveraging the validation provided by Zell's receipts, she strengthened her influence while highlighting the consequences of dishonesty or secrecy. As the situation developed, new strategies emerged within the cast. Some members sought to mediate conflicts and restore balance, while others attempted to leverage the controversy for personal advantage. Discussions about loyalty, trust, and accountability dominated private conversations, influencing public interactions and creating a complex web of interpersonal dynamics. The revelation of the receipts had transformed the social landscape, ensuring that every decision, statement, and reaction carried amplified significance. The impact of Zell's actions extended beyond immediate interpersonal dynamics. The receipts had created a narrative that would shape viewer engagement, social media discourse, and future storylines. Producers noted that audience attention was at an all-time high, driven by the confirmation of claims, the tension between cast members, and the anticipation of subsequent reactions. The intersection of personal exposure, verified evidence, and strategic timing underscored the potent influence of well-executed revelations in shaping both narrative and perception. By the conclusion of Part 3, the consequences of Zell dropping receipts confirming Spice's claims were undeniable. Relationships within the cast had been reshaped. Public perception had shifted dramatically, and the stakes for Saucy Santana, Spice, and Zell had reached unprecedented levels. The validation of claims, the strategic maneuvering, And the heightened emotional intensity had created a turning point, ensuring that subsequent episodes and interactions would be influenced by this pivotal moment. The story of Zell, Saucy Santana, and Spice serves as a vivid example of how verified evidence can disrupt narratives, influence social hierarchies, and alter both personal and public dynamics. The ripple effects of the revelation continue to unfold, highlighting the complex interplay of accountability, strategy, and perception in high-stakes environments. Every statement, action, and interaction from this point forward carries weight, as the consequences of exposure, validation, and social influence play out in real time. The revelation of Zell's receipts confirming Spice's claims has completely reshaped the narrative, leaving fans, cast members, and Saucy Santana himself in a whirlwind of speculation and heightened emotion. What started as a personal conflict has now become a defining moment in the ongoing story, demonstrating the power of verified evidence to validate truth, influence perception, and shift social dynamics. Zell's strategic timing and decisive action not only confirmed Spice's honesty but also positioned him as a central player in the unfolding drama, showing how one well-timed move can change everything. For Saucy Santana, the stakes have never been higher. The validation of Spice's claims has placed him in a position where every word, action, and gesture is scrutinized, amplifying both personal and public pressure. The receipts have removed any room for denial, forcing him to navigate accountability, public perception, and interpersonal relationships with caution and strategy. Meanwhile, Spice has experienced both vindication and increased attention, highlighting the complex balance of empowerment and scrutiny that comes with being at the center of such a controversy. Now it's your turn to weigh in. What do you think about Zell exposing the receipts? Was it a bold move that brought justice and clarity? Or do you feel it escalated the conflict unnecessarily? How should Saucy Santana respond to regain credibility? And what lessons can be learned from Spice's vindication? Share your thoughts in the comments, join the discussion, and make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates or future developments in this explosive story. The drama is far from over, and the next chapters promise even more confrontations, revelations, and twists that will keep everyone talking.